Going live. Okay. So we'll begin. Call our meeting to order for the Town of Candor Planning Board on March 2nd, 7:03 p.m. If we can please stand for prayer and pledge. We'll start with the pledge and then go with the prayer. Sorry. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, please watch over us tonight as we conduct planning board business for the town. Help us as we work through the agenda and help to make good plans to benefit the town. In your name, amen. Amen. All right, be seated. Okay, everyone should have a copy of the agenda. If you can please look that over. I didn't see anything that I needed to change. Did anyone have anything they would like to add?
Does anyone have an extra copy of the March minutes?
I might. I don't know.
Here. That's the agenda.
There's no March minutes yet.
Oh, okay. February.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not March, just the meeting.
Okay.
yeah. I was gonna say, how can we have meeting minutes?
for our meeting we're at now. Hey, it's okay. And we'll do, before we approve the agenda, do we have any comments for the privilege of the floor? Anyone? Okay. All right, then if there's no changes to the agenda, if I can have a motion to approve the agenda.
I will make a motion to approve the agenda.
Do I have a second? Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. All right, thank you. If you recall, I did not have copies of the January minutes at our last meeting, so I printed January and February for review. So if we can just quickly look over the January minutes first. If we can remember back that far. And if no changes, if I can have a motion to approve the January minutes.
Make a motion to approve them.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Okay, thank you. Next, the February minutes.
Can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Do I have to say who did the motion or not? Or can I just say motion was made to then January minutes, blah, blah, blah?
So
Do you do
want to,
that in yours? I mean,
yeah, so you want to say who made the motion,
right, I have
and
to
who
do that.
seconded,
Okay,
and then just the total vote.
okay, so Robin made the motion.
Yep.
And I had to say who seconded it?
Ken seconded it.
Thank you. Ken seconded it. Of course, I can look at YouTube, but anyway, Ken seconded. And it was approved, and was.
Yep.
Approved, all yay, or yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll look at the other one
So-
and get the idea.
What I do is,
To make it short.
just put down January 2021.
Okay, got it.
Robin, Ken,
Oh, good idea, thank you.
and then I fill
Got
all
it.
the stuff later on.
Got
right?
it, yeah. Thank you for that hint. I'm a little rusty.
I have one change to the February.
Okay.
It's under new business, code enforcement officer update, not present, and just no report or update, that's all.
Okay.
So get rid of the T on not.
Right.
For,
Okay.
anything else? If so, if we can have a motion to approve the minutes as edited.
Well, Robin made the motion, right? She
Make a
made the
Oh,
change.
Change,
with the
yep.
change, okay.
Yep. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes with the change.
I'll second them. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. All right, thank you. All right, correspondence. We've been getting the email trainings from Elaine. I actually attended the the marijuana one this afternoon. So it was
something.
it was interesting.
About legalizing,
Yes. So of course we don't know where the direction is going to go with the hot water that Governor Cuomo is in. They brought that up. Obviously, if that moves forward, the state may not approve marijuana for recreational usage.
Now, was that the third in the series?
Yes, it was the third. I only caught the third.
Well, and that's why I
Yeah.
didn't do it. Yeah, okay.
They did mention that revenue for the state would be approximately 350 to 500 million a year is what they're anticipating. And it's on a county by county basis whether they will approve the usage or not, unless you have a population of over 100,000. For instance, let's take Rochester. So if the county, I forget what county Rochester's in, but if the county declines on marijuana usage, yet Rochester wants it, they can have a vote since they have over 100,000 residents.
Seneca County.
And then, so Rochester can have it. So it's going to be interesting how that's done. They did mention, though, the big drawback is if your county declines it, you're going to be losing a lot of state aid, basically.
So really, you don't have a choice. if they
Well,
approve it.
Then they went into ways to kind of control, because you got to remember, there's growing, there's distribution, there's the location, there's a delivery service, there's all of these things.
taxable
Something in my
items.
mask. What's that?
Taxable items.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, and it's going to be sales tax and also state tax. So there's going to be additional things. So you'll get your, if your county has a tax, you'll get your county revenue tax, as well as any state tax that's added to it. They'll portion that out. That's what I kind of understood. There's a lot more legal things, but as they said, it's changing on a minute by minute thing right now. So it was interesting. I do have the two names of the people in case there were questions as things progressed. But the big issue again for us is we don't have zoning. Not that it's a problem, but we can't dictate, hey, we can't have a shop right over here. The only thing that the state is currently mandating, from what I saw on the thing, is it has to be within 500 feet of a school.
Can't be. with
Can't
Can't be within a.
You can't be within 500 feet. Yes, did I say can be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't.
You said it must
Can't.
They
be.
said it has to be.
Yes, can't be within 500 feet of a school.
He's trying to make more profit.
So,
No, I think it's okay, but I wish the politicians, instead of earmarking that money for something new, apply it towards the debt. Because that's the problem. All they do is they see money coming here
Mhm.
and you just try to figure out where to distribute it. Instead of saying, let's pay down some of our debt.
I don't disagree.
Don't forget what the state did with the money from the lottery, which they promised was going to go to education.
Well, it
And
does,
it does,
but it
but
goes,
what they did was they took the money they gave for education from the lottery, let's say it was 100,000, and they subtracted that from what they normally gave them.
yeah,
So we got the same amount. I mean, I don't know what games they're going to play, but we
that's
know they are.
just it. They play games.
No, don't get me started on federal Social Security. Anyway, moving on, new business, code enforcement enforcer update for the month of February. We had 0 certificate of completions, 0 certificate of occupancies, and 3 permits, 1 for a roof, 1 for a large solar project, and 1 for permit renewal. The large solar project is the one that we approved 2 years ago now. That's on the county line, or not the county line, but heading over towards Berkshire. So they are going to be starting that construction, and they came in and got their permit. So we collected $1,125 for February. Okay, old business. Seasonal use roads lot. So, again, we are still not under an urgency to get this done, but we do have to make changes to this. So I will ask if we want to work on it a little tonight, or table it for a meeting, a workshop this month, or table it for our next meeting. That's completely up to you guys. I'm okay either way.
So I'm we're basically just removing that one, or do we want to go through and look at every detail of this law?
Well, when we actually started looking at it, we did, there were a lot of connections to other laws that we wanted to confirm. I think that's what the issue was, if I'm correct.
So are we having a working meeting at the end of the month? Have we planned on that? And
If we do, we can certainly do work on this. I mean, it shouldn't take us very
I mean, I've
long.
made notes on it already, so.
So, is that what we want to do? Schedule for a workshop this month and get it out then?
It's up to you guys. Do you have, what are you guys planning?
I don't care.
Let's see, what would that date be?
Oh, we have to post it online too, don't we? If we do that?
Yep,
Yeah,
Angie's
the
here, so
29th.
Okay.
it's convenient. So it would be what, Monday the 22nd?
Yep.
I am not available that night,
All right, so let's,
unless we make it another, maybe we can always make it a different night if we wanted. Maybe we can make it the 29th, as long as it's announced.
mhm.
How much time are these other things gonna take?
Hour and a half, if that.
Let's, I'd move on then, table it again.
Let's take a look at it.
So no workshop? Okay. All right, so we will table. Robin, if you want to give me a copy of any of your edits,
I'll go ahead and do
I
that.
can start at least
Okay.
writing it up, so that way we can present and talk about it at the next meeting. Appreciate that. All right.
Question, sir.
Yes.
Under new business, which I didn't know, is Angie our secretary?
Not as of yet that I'm aware.
I'm trying it out, make sure that I can do what you guys need, and so I thought maybe by next month I make up my mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I know Bill did talk with her
Yeah, he
about that. So,
And
but
it was out of left field, and I was kind of like, well, this might be good.
Do you
Since I'm
have-
usually here anyway.
Do you have a digital
Sorry,
recorder?
Pardon me?
Do you have a digital recorder?
Cell phone.
Okay.
Well, the town has one, but she can also get it off YouTube.
right
That too, now I can get off.
now we
YouTube.
can. Yeah.
So any of those places.
All right, next under old business, the update on the emergency squad. So we have been meeting every Friday. The squad support team, or whatever we want to call it. Art, Robin, myself are on that, and we are moving forward with a campaign, basically to try to show interest in why the town needs the squad. Also, with frequently asked questions, because increasing taxes is never something anyone wants. So we want to make sure that we're all on the same page when questions are asked. No question is a stupid question from what we're getting, because if it's on your mind, it could be on somebody else's. So we're working through that. I believe that some of the committee is going to be presenting at the town board meeting next Tuesday, and they'll have a conversation with the town board at that time to see where we're going. And then I believe the town board has a plan to do an outside meeting come April or something, but that hasn't been scheduled as of yet. So more to come on that.
Actually, I have a comment about that. Bob Ridge got in contact with me, the webmaster, and asked if I could put up a FAQ, or he sent me information, I haven't looked at it, to put up on the town website. And actually, I just went out on a limb and said, great idea. And I'm like, well, I don't think the town board will mind, but I will probably send them an email just to make sure that they're not.
Yeah, I would definitely
Yes,
verify with the town board.
Yeah, because I think that he said something about the web, it was gonna be up on the ambulance website too, but he wasn't sure when, how, what, where, and asked me if I would look into that. So I'll take that, I'll do it.
So we're currently locked out of our website.
Okay,
Our webmaster died or something. And
okay.
the new person turned it over, but we don't know any of the passwords.
Oh my gosh. Good
So
look on
we're,
that.
Dave Astarola.
Astorina.
Astorina, thank you.
You're welcome.
Is helping us to redo it.
Okay.
So that's why they asked to have it on the town website as well.
Is this town still moving forward with a tax district, I think is what it was?
It has yet to be decided what the town is planning. I know the squad was talking about doing a contract for roughly 2 years because you need to get a district into the state offices by March of the previous tax year. So for 2022, we would have had it by March 1st of this year, which is obviously passed. So if they were going to form a district, we have to get all the paperwork to the state offices in Albany by March 1st of 2022 to start for 2023. So as of right now, it would be a contract. The board may have different opinions on that. So it's all on the town board to discuss that with the squad to make that decision on how they want to move forward. So we have been receiving a decent amount of donations, which is nice. I think we're upwards of $60,000 right now. We still need, well, if we don't get the grants for our new heart monitors, which are $60,000, which we had to just buy because ours were going to expire, then we will need another 210,000, I guess it would be, or so, to keep going by the end of this year. I mean, there's other funding options and taking out loans, things like that. But I'm not going to get into that. That's not what this forum is for.
Okay.
All right. So the town board, we gave them the applicants and discussion topics. They went into executive session, and they, at their March meeting, will nominate and approve the next person to join us up on the board. So hopefully for our April meeting, we will have somebody to replace Peter Ward for the remainder of his term. Infrastructure updates. So I don't know if anyone gets the town paper delivered on Thursdays, but I did note not last week, but the week before, one of the head articles was Town of Spencer receives grant to have their water and sewer plans drawn up from the state because an outside company contacted them and said, hey, there's a grant do you want us to work with you and we'll do all the paperwork. And as part of that grant, we get paid. Why they didn't contact us?
Do we know who it is?
I contacted them, but they said it expired because it was,
It was only a set time.
it had to be put in by February something. So unfortunately, we did not get in on that. That being said, I have reached out to Association of Towns and also to Elaine Jardine and also a couple other districts throughout the state, asking them if they have any groups that they use or people that they use that are on top of looking up grants and keeping an eye on all that, because there are new ones daily that pop up. I just don't have the time to keep looking for them. And I know neither do any of us. But if we have a group that does that and we can either have a contract with them. I know it's a county contract that they come and they'll do it for the county. But I want to get that information, and I wanted to find that out so we could start looking more long-term to getting these grants, because they are out there. And if we can get a cost estimate to get water, sewer, and not propane, natural gas, it's a big start. At least we'll know what kind of budget we need, and especially if it's free.
There is natural gas lines already up through here.
Yes, but they do not continue.
So they don't go beyond.
Yeah, they don't go beyond there, and they also don't go on
towards the Spencer
96.
side.
How
Yes,
far do they go out Spencer, do you know?
I think it's Mill Street.
They
That's
might
it?
go out to the Legion. I think the Legion has natural gas, I think.
I thought they had propane.
I don't know. I thought they.
It's
I could be wrong.
It stopped at the bridge at my old property.
Okay.
So basically, we're looking at possibly from the bridge on.
Yeah, towards Wilseyville
Going
and
towards the Spencer.
heading in towards Spencer. So, again, I had contacted NYSEG. Of course, they never contacted me back, so I got to hit them back up. And I have been reaching out to our state reps and our Congress and our federal representatives, giving them emails, and I will continue monthly bugging them, sending them the same email. They can't ignore me for ever. Hopefully, we could be written into one of these, $1 trillion things. Hey, let's just give them 10 million to get what they need. Okay, that's nothing. Wouldn't that be nice? All right. Well, that is all I have. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or complaints?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
We still have to do the December minutes as well.
do we?
Yes.
What, approve them?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I did not print those out.
I have them.
Okay.
I have a copy of it.
Would you like me to make copies of it?
If we can, that'd be great. And then we can approve those. Thank you, Art.
I have the.
Angie, yeah, can I run the copier?
What?
Can I run the copier?
I think so, but I don't know the password. I think
There isn't one.
What? 911? Oh, that's real hard to remember.
Received,
Oh, there's a step up here. Thank you. Sorry, Dad, I'm a little out of sorts.
Oh, that's fine.
And the last 3 days have been nothing but, yeah.
Okay. Oh, we're still on the live stream. I keep forgetting that. Sorry about the delay.
No, I just wondered what grant they received in Spencer, so I haven't read that, so I'll have to read the article.
Yeah, it was right on the front page. I know they weren't planning on doing it, but then I guess they did, because then the next week's article said that they got that. They moved forward with it.
That's good.
I don't know whether they got approved, but they moved forward with it. So,
Because what they, with us is, we had to insert it, then we had someone, an auditor, come in and do everything, and then they'd send it back to Niger Service, so we didn't have to do anything, which was nice.
yeah, I know there are, groups in the other towns that, they take a couple $100 from each locality, and they are the ones that are constantly
Reviewing,
looking every day for grants, and if they find one, they'll even write them. So,
But Spencer got a grant to study it, but not to do it.
correct, yeah, it's just, but still, having the prints goes a long way. Because then if there's a grant that comes up and says for the infrastructure, you're already one step closer. And there are a lot of grants for the infrastructure. But you need to have a lot of the stuff done. So, but one step at a time, we will get there. I'm hoping not to go anywhere. Same with you guys, I hope.
Hoping not to go anywhere.
Yeah, like we're gonna stay. We're gonna keep the charge.
All right. I asked Bill, the natural gas goes all the way up to the bus garage on 96.
Okay. Thank you, Art.
Okay.
Kind of funky here. You already have yours.
Oh, good, that's
You
yours.
emailed it.
Thank you.
And apparently, Pet Passages is doing very well.
Yep, they had their, actually, they have a long ad on video. It's like 5 minutes long.
Even with COVID, they're being successful. So that's good.
That's died too.
Hey, does anyone have any changes?
There was something that you had. There was a note that Robin had on her paper. I don't know if that
Yeah,
was
but
a
that's just
correction.
something for me.
Okay,
So,
no,
oh, that was that NICEAG because
Mhm.
someone had tried to hook into it and NICEAG was gonna charge them $10,000 to hook into the gas
I
line.
heard that if somebody wanted to do it, I think it was a school or something, they wanted $1 million
Yeah.
for going to the main line.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, they weren't, I told you about them.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
Millennium.
All right. Well, if nobody has any changes, if anybody make a motion,
I'll make a motion. We accept the December
2020.
2020 of December 1st minutes.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. All right.
I thank you.
Approved. Thank you. No, I'm glad you brought that up, Art. I didn't remember us not approving them, so I'm glad you did. All right. Anything else before we adjourn? All right, Ken, I guess you're on.
I make a motion that we adjourn for tonight.
All right.
I will second it.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. All right. So 7:31.
7:32, well, 2 seconds.
And we are ended.